Welcome to the Grand Temple of Enki. My name is Max. I am the Temple Ipsissimus. I am an oracle and channeler of Enki, the Anunnaki, and the Egyptian gods and goddesses. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you my 2025 transmission I received from the gods and what you can expect in this upcoming year. 2025 is a year of transformation. And depending on who you are, if you're someone that's into the Age of Awakening, the Age of Aquarius, the New Earth, you will be experiencing a transformation that propels you into a new version of yourself, a version of you that shines in the darkness. And this transformation has a lot to do with shedding old skins, very much like the serpent. 2025 is the year of the snake. So we are shedding old skins, old stories, old traumas and karmas we hold from childhood, from when we were in school, or, from work. And we are shedding these quote unquote energies, these memories, in order to step into a new version of ourselves. So, for example, if you were bullied by your cousins or your siblings, or neglected by your parents, or bullied in school or by colleagues, and you develop this personality based on how people treated you, you based your potential and how you saw life based on your life experiences and what you individually experienced. Well, in 2025, in this year, the people that bullied you, the people that put you down, the people that suppressed your energy in any way, shape, or form are going to be shedded out of your aura like the skin of a snake. And this is going to allow you to have more solar plexus energy. It's going to allow you and your purpose to shine. And it's going to be a big year for those of you that are into this type of work, that are into self-development, self-mastery, and those that put you down, bullied you, and basically try to, dominate you are going to find themselves in a inferior position. The same way they try to make you think, you were lower than them. Everything's going to kind of flip upside down. So it's a great year of transformation for your purpose and for you. So if you had people that doubted you, if you run a business, if you have a channel, if you create content, if you're an artist, if you had people that doubted you, that tried to, put you down, they're going to watch you shine and they're going to have to question themselves. And some of those people are going to either choose to evolve or they're going to devolve. So there's two types of transformation that are going to take place. Some people are going to embody more light. They're going to shed old skins. And some people are going to become more fragmented. Some people will throw temper tantrums. Some people will experience burnout. They'll experience mental breakdowns. It's very natural. While those of you that are on the new timeline, embracing these new changes, you'll experience increase in clarity, increase in mental health and emotional health and physical, spiritual health. And there's two timelines that are being split right now. So some of us are entering the golden age, the new age, the new earth, and others are remaining in the old world, in the dark age, in the Kali Yuga. So the gods and the spirits showed me that 2025 is a year of revolution. It's a revolutionary year. And this has a lot to do with structural powers also. So it's going to be expressing itself in the collective. What they showed me specifically was, there's been a lot of changes going on in the world. And people are questioning what's going on. People know that something is happening in the world. People know that there's a big change that's occurring, a change that's undeniable, right? Systems are collapsing. Celebrities are being exposed for their crimes. Politicians are being exposed for their crimes. There's wars going on. There's corruption going on. And it's becoming more apparent and blatant and obvious to the public. So people know what's going on. People, are seeing drones come out of the ocean. People are seeing fogs all over the world, right? People know that something's going down, okay? People know what's going on. But it's not clear yet. It's still in the reptilian brain. They know something's happening, but they can't quite put their finger on it. They can't see it completely. So what the gods showed me was that in 2025, what's going to happen is the collective is going to be bursting through the reptilian brain. We're going to be bursting through the lower brain that knows things but doesn't know why it knows it. It's more like an instinct, right? We know instinctually something is happening, but we don't know what it is. So in 2025, we're going to be experiencing more clarity. These old negative reptilian agendas, negative ET agendas, negative entity agendas are going to be shed like the skin of a serpent. So we're going to be breaking out of the reptilian brain, not only as a collective, but also in our personal lives. So the same transformations we're going to be going through in our personal lives, whether it's with oppressive, narcissistic family members, bullies, friends, colleagues, relationships, we're also going to be going through the same changes on a structural level. And this is going to include the government, the military, it's going to include entertainment, it's going to include the media, the food industry, the pharmaceutical industry. Everything is going to transform, and we're going to start having a new level of clarity. So as these negative reptilian agendas that keep us in the reptilian brain, that keep us in brain fog, that keep us in spiritual blindness, these are going to be shed. And with the shedding of the old age, with the shedding of the Kali Yuga, people are going to experience more stress in the reptilian brain if they can't make it to the higher frequencies. They're going to have mental breakdowns, they're going to throw temper tantrums, and they're going to start blaming the quote-unquote chosen ones, the ones that are embodying this new light, this new paradigm, for their own problems. So both sides are going to be tested. Both polarities are going to be tested. And for those of you that are the quote-unquote chosen ones, that are embracing the golden age and the ascension, it will be your test and your challenge to overcome your own doubt, your own fear, your own insecurities that kept your energy, your potential stuck. So you're going to have to learn to dominate those that dominated you. If you felt the need to explain yourself and your purpose and what you do to family members that didn't believe in you, you're going to have to let that go. And you're going to have to start to embody a consciousness where you see yourself above them. Because if you're still arguing with people, trying to prove yourself, that means you actually are giving your power away to them. Okay? You're putting them on a pedestal and you need their validation. And in 2025, you're going to have to let that go in order to shine, in order to transform. And once you transform, once you start shining in your purpose, in your light, in your true self, those people are going to envy you. They're going to try to gaslight you. They're going to try to attack you because they can't face their own shadow. And you're going to be casting their shadows. But in more collective matters, there's going to be a fundamental change. There is potential for natural disasters, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, floods. These things can happen in times of massive transformation. However, they can be bypassed if we learn to integrate light into the planet in a way that helps this transformation come smoothly. So you may or may not experience natural disasters. There's going to be revolutions. This is an age of revolution. So the planetary grids also will be going through changes. So nature itself will also be going through a change. But when it comes to more specific things, when we're talking about the collective, you could see more celebrities and politicians and people with big names and lots of status being forced into the light to receive justice, whether it's for child trafficking. But this also includes, cults, groups, organizations, secret or public, that have had the destruction of humanity as their main agenda, the harvesting of humanity as their main agenda. The food industry, big revolutions in food, providing healthier food for the public, relieving corporations and companies and agendas that took part in consciously poisoning, the people, and basically exposing the corporate monopoly, right? The chain through the media, the military, the entertainment industry, the medical, pharmaceutical industry. All these things are being exposed. All these things are going to go through a transformation. Justice is going to be served. And these narcissistic templates that have been running in the planet, in the grids, in people's energies, are going to be shed. And 2025 is only the beginning. This year, we're only jumping from the reptilian brain to like the middle brain. We're just seeing the darkness for what it is. And this transformation is only the beginning. It's only like a glimpse of daylight after you get out of the cocoon as a butterfly. You're only seeing the glimpse. 2025 is only the beginning for the upcoming years. In the upcoming years, there's going to be so much more light. The seed is finally sprouting. But it's not even fully grown yet. It's still a baby, right? We're still in the very beginning phases and the very preliminary phases when it comes to this transformative period in the collective. You can also expect more news on extraterrestrials and occultism. 2025 is going to be a huge year for aliens and the occult. 2025 is going to be mainly occult dominated. The past few years have been more about the red pill and which religion is right? Is it Christianity? Is it Judaism? Is it Islam? This year is going to be dominated by occultism, by the occult. People are going to be kind of jumping out of that evolutionary phase of, okay, I'm coming back to God. I'm going to the gym. I'm making money instead of watching porn and being a degenerate, right? There's phases to this evolution. Past few years, it was, okay, I'm going to stop watching porn. I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to get right with God, right? And now that's reached a plateau. And now people are like, okay, I feel like there's something more, And now people are getting to numerology, they're getting to astrology, they're getting to yoga, meditation, because people are becoming more critical thinkers due to this higher energy. And at some point, people are going to get into occultism, which is going to be pretty big in 2025. Energy work, metaphysics, hermeticism, these are going to be pretty big in 2025. This is basically the year where you're leaving the nest. In essence, that's what it is. Everything you've been through so far was very much like a cocoon, like an egg. You were in the egg, in the nest, in the egg. And now you're breaking out of the egg, and those that have learned to fly will fly, and they will be free. If you are a bird that's been practicing your flying skills, right, empowering yourself, educating yourself, right, attuning yourself to this new earth, this new version of Earth, then you're going to be flying. You're going to be sky high. But if you didn't do the work, you didn't go through the transformations you were supposed to go through, and you just kind of bypassed and you were kind of just narcissistic, then you're going to fall. You're going to fall because you don't know how to fly. If you spent your entire life climbing over other people because you can't stand on your own 2 feet, you can't stand as yourself, you need to tear other people down to bring yourself up, etc., then you're going to fall because you can't fly. So 2025 is going to be the year for that. All the corruption, the corrupt people, the narcissists that needed to feed on other people, populations, industries, family members, friends, right? All these narcissistic people underdeveloped, like spiritually premature people, are going to have to face their darkness while you went through the pain, you went through the transformation, you went through the ostracizing from these people in order to shine your own light, in order to find your purpose, right? You were in your egg and you allowed yourself to learn what you need to learn. You went through the ebbs and the flows of what you needed to go through. And this is the year where you're finally shedding all that skin, breaking out of the egg, and flying freely. And the more of us that fly are going to be increasing the manifestation of open contact with extraterrestrials, with interdimensional beings, and we're basically merging the spirit world with the physical world. This whole concept of I need to do good in this life so I can have peace in the afterlife, that stuff's going to collapse. That stuff's collapsing. And what's going to happen is people are going to start to think like, okay, well, I want to live the afterlife here right now. I want to live heaven on earth right now, right? The 144,000 will inherit the kingdom of God, right? We are those 144,000 that are going to be inheriting and creating the kingdom of God by connecting with the heavens internally. This is a science. We're embracing occultism, higher consciousness, the age of Aquarius, and these new frequencies are going to allow us to evolve and transform in a way that bring about more light into the world, that bring more heavenly energy into the world. And those that don't evolve will be stuck in the old world that no longer exists, and they'll have a hard time adapting. And as I said, experiencing mental breakdowns, burnouts, tantrums, and things of this nature. So this is the split. The split has been going on for a long time, but this is in a way the climax. This is the climax for the split. And the transformation the chosen ones and the collective is going to be going through is going to be very beneficial for the light workers and those that are bringing more peace and kindness and higher consciousness to the world. So you will face darkness because we are shedding old skins, okay? We're shedding old timelines. We're shedding the old dark world. So if it feels like the world is falling apart, if you feel like the world is just ending, okay? If it feels that way, know that you are the light that's bringing in the new world, okay? You are the light. You are the hope that's bringing in the new world. And you don't need to depend on the circumstances of the external world to determine your peace, to determine your confidence, and to determine your light, okay? You are the light that's creating the world. You are the light of the world. This is your year, your transformation. This is your season of sprouting and blossoming. So embrace it. Don't avoid it. See what comes up for you and find more light and vibrancy in it. If you're feeling doubt, if you're feeling inferiority, if you're feeling like you're powerless amongst other people, if you're putting people above you in terms of status, in terms of confidence, in terms of power, then imagine a version of yourself that's better than them, that's above them. That's how you balance it out. And that doesn't mean you have to be a narcissist. It's just a way to balance out the part of you that's traumatized, that's in hierarchy, okay? So we're going to be going through these changes individually and collectively. There's a time of revolution. Every time Pluto is in Aquarius, historically, there's always revolutions. Literally, there's always revolutions. And we're also in Mars retrograde right now. Mars retrograde in Leo. And this Mars retrograde in Leo is getting us to look at where we still hold inner conflicts in our solar energy, in our soul, right? And that's where a lot of these conflicts with structural powers, with family members, with bullies come into play. We're shedding all of those inner conflicts, right? All those fragmented parts of us, people that damaged our confidence, our self-image, the parts of you that were damaged by quote-unquote conflicts, by Martian energy. Those are going to be highlighted so you can find new vibrancy and new confidence in yourself. And while you're shining, those that put you down, your adversaries, the people that suppressed you, personal and collective, are going to have to face their judgment or their own darkness that they casted on you. So that's all I have to say for this video. It's going to be a pretty interesting year. If you have any questions, feedback, anything you would like to add, and what you think is going to happen in 2025, leave it in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And until next time.